Hello and welcome back. My name's Goffy and today we're going to be having a look at this. This is the Peak Design Slide Lite and it's a camera strap that I've been using now for about 6 months and it's become my one and only camera strap and that's one of the reasons I love it so much. Now the main feature with these straps is you can unplug them and plug them onto cameras within seconds. So all that means for me is across all of my cameras now I just use this one single strap and I can quickly interchange them within seconds. Now, I personally have a bit of a love-hate relationship with camera straps, so I think camera straps are great, but only when you need them. Half the time, like now with the Sony, it's currently mounted on a tripod, and to be honest with you, it just gets in the way, and you're forever like flapping it out the way. So there's times where you just want to take the camera strap off. Now, conventional camera straps normally have that sort of like thread through system, and they can be a pain to take on and off quickly, whereas this genuinely takes seconds. So we're going to have a look in quite a bit of detail at all the different features that this camera strap has. But I think what we'll do first is we'll have a look at the box and see what it comes packaged with, because it comes with a few little accessories as well. So here we have the box. This is what the box looks like. Quite a standard box, but it has got quite a nice opening. And when you open it, normally the strap would be in there and it's cable tied in. Moving on to the strap. So we'll cover this in a lot more detail, but you can see what this looks like. So you've got a clip at one end, lets you adjust the length of the strap, and a clip at the other end that lets you connect your camera. You also get in the box this nice little drawstring bag. It is actually surprisingly good material, and inside of here you have a few little tiny accessories. So the first thing is a sticker. Every good product comes with a sticker. You have an Allen key, so this is for screwing the base plate on and off. It's your standard size Allen key, the same as sort of any arc Swiss plate. You also get 4 of these connectors, so you need 2 per camera, so off the bat you've got enough for 2 cameras. You also have some split rings, so sometimes you can't thread the clips through the camera, so you need the split rings, and this little base plate, so this is for attaching a clip to the bottom of your camera rather than the existing strap holes. In terms of construction, the bottom clip's made out of a mixture of plastic and metal. The bottom metal and the inner's metal, the outer's plastic. Moving to the slidey strap, the black piece in the centre is plastic and the clip is aluminium. Now halfway down the strap towards where your neck would be and on the outside, not touching your neck, these little rubber grips. They're quite hard to see, and the strap is symmetrical, so it's the same on both sides. So there's the sliding clip and there's your clip for the connectors. In terms of the clips, they're made out of plastic and they feel like they've got sort of a nylon material for the actual cord. The base plate is made out of aluminium at the bottom and it looks like plastic on the center. So as you can see, I've got these clips spread across all my different cameras. There's different ways to connect them. Some are using the split rings that are provided and some of them are just use the Sony strap, for example. So in terms of how the clips work, they just slide in and out. You have to apply a little bit of pressure and it will release and you can pull and they clip into place. Now in terms of the strap itself, it's really quite comfortable. It's the decent thickness and you use the slider straps. You unclip the aluminium bit and slide up and down. If you slide them down, you increase the length of the strap. Now something I like about this strap is it goes quite long and it goes long enough that you're able to put it over your side. So I quite often wear my camera on my hip rather than sort of your conventional in front of you. To shorten the strap, it's just as easy, but you pull them the other way. So you undo the clip, give it a pull and then reapply the clip afterwards. It really is that simple and it's really easy to do on the fly. So this is the conventional way of wearing the camera. So attached to its usual camera strap locations. Now the problem is when you're wearing a big lens, it can be a bit of a pain because it wants to stick out. So especially when it's on your hip, this is a prime example of where the lens now is just sticking out. But what you can do is you can move one of the clips off the side onto the bottom. So using that base plate that we saw earlier, this way, what you've got is you've got it attached just from one side. So now when you wear the camera, you can see that the lens points down, and this can be really quite handy, especially when you're wearing a big lens. And this still works in front of you as well. Now the only downside of this base plate is when you're using it, it means you can't use your arc Swiss tripod. But what you can do is you can use your own arc Swiss plate. A lot of them do have a hole in the corner so that you can get away with still being able to mount on a tripod nice and easily. So to summarise, I do love this camera strap and like I said, I currently use this as my only strap now across all of my different cameras. They are quite expensive, so I think this is around $50, so I think it ends up being about £50 as well once you sort of include all the import taxes. Now, price-wise, I realise that is quite expensive, and in my head it took me a little while to sort of rationalise spending £50 on a camera strap when all cameras come with a strap in the box. So before I bought it, I was trying to work out, is it really worth spending that much money? Especially once you factor in buying in more of the little connectors that I needed to cover more of my cameras. But I use this all the time, and I think just from the fact that I use it all the time kind of makes it worthwhile. And the other thing that I think helped was Peak Design obviously over-engineer a lot of their products. The little tags can hold something like £200 worth of weight, and the thought of having sort of that engineering and that extra security from buying from a well-established brand, especially when you're carrying potentially thousands of pounds worth of camera gear on 2 clips. I do think going for the genuine product rather than trying to find cheaper alternatives on somewhere like Amazon, for example, is definitely worth it. But guys, if you've enjoyed this video, please drop it a like. Got any questions? I'll try and answer them in the comments. And if you want to see more of this kind of thing, yeah, please subscribe. Guys, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.